It's exactly what it sounds like. Your dog is barking because he's bored. And if your dog is bored, the only person we have to blame is ourselves. So if you have a dog who does boredom barking, and this generally happens when you're not home, you leave him in a room by himself, any time that the dog is alone, we want to make sure that he's not bored. How do we do that? Well, here's one tip that is, should be become a routine to give our dog when we're going to leave him, is puzzle toys. Toys that you can put food into. Things like Kongs, like Busy Buddies. Check the products page, I have lots of them listed there. Puzzle toys are very, very important because when your dog has a toy and is trying to figure out how do I get the food out, he's not barking. Food is much more exciting than barking is, than whining. Boredom barking is usually that long, drawn-out howls, slower barks, deeper barks, saying, I'm bored, someone come home, play with me, I got nothing to do. Alright, that's how it would translate into words for humans. So puzzle toys is a huge thing. Now, we can do puzzle toys in different ways. You don't have to just put, everyone just says, oh, just put peanut butter in there and some treats. Well, you could do that, but that gets kind of boring. So here are some tricks, okay? The first one is to make a frozen puzzle toy. Alright, here's what you do. Take the Kong or whatever toy it is you have and take your dog's kibble, alright? The kibble goes in there, you take the whole toy and now you put it under hot water for 2 to 3 minutes, however long it takes for the kibble to swell up and get nice and soggy. Looks gross to us, the dog's going to like it. So now we have this Kong with all this wet kibble inside. Into the freezer it goes overnight. The next day before you have to go to work and leave, out comes the Kong. Here you go, dog. And now all that kibble is frozen in there. It'll last 3 times as long because it's frozen. Alright? Another thing you can do is to buy bones, like Marrow Bones. I just go to the butcher section at my supermarket, and they have Marrow Bones. They come like this big, but they'll cut them for you. If you have a small dog, you can get them cut. You have a large dog, you get the full size. Always get bigger than you think you should, because you don't want to risk a choking hazard, okay? With that said, make sure these bones are raw. We always give raw. Cooked bones can splinter, and cooked bones can cause your dog to choke. Raw bones are not going to splinter, okay? I give my dog a marrow bone before I leave. After a couple of days, he's gotten through it. Now I have a bone that he's gotten all the center out of. Now I have a new puzzle toy. Now I can shove food into that and throw that in the freezer and make that exciting again. Okay. Another thing you can do with the puzzle toys, if your dog isn't crazy about them, it's kind of like with the frozen thing, but soak them in chicken broth or beef broth or whatever, something with flavor. You soak it in there and then you freeze it. So now when you pull it out, that whole toy is going to taste like chicken, or that old boring bone now tastes like chicken. Okay, so puzzle toys are really important because think about this. It automatically rewards your dog for being quiet. Your dog has a toy and he's knocking it around. Every piece of food that falls out, your dog is being rewarded for being quiet because he's not barking. Alright? So puzzle toys, that's a big thing. Here's another little trick you can use that I've started doing recently with pretty good success. TVs or music. Alright? I've been experimenting with this and I'm surprised actually at how effective it's been with a lot of dogs. I actually have TV stations that are made for dogs to watch. Not like Animal Planet, like actual dog TV, for example. TVs are a good thing if you are okay with leaving a TV on when you're not home. My own dog loves it. When I will come home, my dog will be on my bed. I have a TV mounted on my wall, my bed's here, and my dog will be staring at the TV, watching what's going on. And I'll walk in the room and sometimes he won't even notice me because he's so into what is going on in the TV. Alright? It sounds crazy, but give it a try. If you have a spare TV, give it a try. Especially if you notice your dog likes to watch TV, when you are home. Try leaving it on when you're not in the room or when you're not there and see if that keeps him from being bored. Music as well is a good thing to leave on. That's probably a little bit more practical than an entire TV, but you have a little iPod or something that a radio, that you can leave for him, try classical music, because classical music has been proven to calm dogs down. So that's another thing you can do. And it just gives the dog something, you know, to process. If your dog is just laying around sleeping all day, he's bored. He's not doing that because he, you know, had a late night and needs to sleep in. He's just bored. He's got nothing to do. So puzzle toys are a cool thing, and they're very useful, very helpful. Try the TV. I know it sounds crazy, but you'd probably be surprised at, you know, how into your dog could get into it. And music, all right? That's boredom barking. So demand barking. Demand barking is that higher pitch, more rapid bark. Demand barking in, you know, going from a dog barking